This one comes from True Off My Chest. My brother-in-law is the reason why my husband left me. I don't know what to do now. I, female 38, met my brother-in-law, male 38, at uni. He asked me out in my first year and I refused. He called me the C word and that I am shallow. My best friend told me that it was a harmless comment from a drunken guy who got rejected. I never thought myself as shallow. It was his demeanor and awkwardness that was off-putting to me. Anyway, he proved my friend right, and other than these comments, I have never felt uncomfortable during my uni years because he never bothered me again. Not even looked my way. Next time I met him was when my baby sister, female 28, introduced him as her boyfriend. I didn't even recognize him at first because it was like 9 to 10 years since the day he talked to me. He was visibly annoyed that I didn't recognize him and called me a liar. The family was skeptical at first about him, but he seemed to treat my sister right and she seemed happy. Brackets, he is very rich, taking her all over the world, and he seemed kind too. They got married after a year of dating. They have 3 children. I met my now ex, male 40, 5 years ago, and the only odd comment from my brother-in-law was that I was still as shallow and superficial as I was in uni. At the time, I took it as a joke, but in hindsight, when I found out the truth and started thinking back, looking for red flags, this was probably a big one. He never showed any signs that he disliked my husband, and he was always decent enough and his indifference to have a close friendship with my husband, and it didn't seem odd because he was always a recluse. A year ago, my husband came home and accused me of cheating, and he had evidence. The guy contacted me and he had my nudes, etc., of me on his phone. The guy told my husband that he didn't know at first that I was married, but as soon as he found out, he contacted my now ex. He even apologized to my husband. I have never met this guy in my life. Nothing I said or did made my husband believe me. He left me and our divorce is pending. Then yesterday, that guy contacted me. He apologized for what he did and told me that he is friends with my brother-in-law. He sends me endless conversations my brother-in-law had about me for years. He has never forgotten that I, in his words, didn't even give him a chance and only judged him by his looks. He called me the C word in that chat. Both group chats with his friends, but mostly with this guy. They planned this attack and my brother-in-law somehow got access to my photos. The reason this guy contacted me now is that he felt guilty because even when my marriage is over, my brother-in-law still is very angry and hateful, especially when he heard that I was on a date last weekend. So the friend felt that he didn't help his friend, but ruined innocent people's lives. Not sure what to do. My brother-in-law has actually been happier and more sociable than usual since my divorce, and now I know why, although first I thought he felt sorry and wanted to support me. His jokes about me ending up an old maid with cats as companions don't sound like jokes anymore. He meant them. I don't want to ruin my sister's life. She's very happy with her husband. I'm not sure if I should tell my ex or not. I am very heartbroken that he didn't believe me. Love him very much. He is the love of my life, but I'm not sure if I can forgive him for not believing me. But he is a victim in this too, so maybe he needs to know for closure. I am so terribly sad and hurt. I'm sorry this post got very long.
Oh my God, this is the wildest thing I've ever heard. Brother-in-law is a psychopath. Absolutely, she needs to tell everyone. Like, you need to tell your ex because he is a victim too. Absolutely. He's still like, I mean, honestly, like that's a very tough one. Like, it's hard to believe someone when somebody's like, I've got the nudes and there's proof. So it's like, I don't blame him for not believing.
Yeah.
But I don't blame her for not being able to trust him again because he didn't believe her. They're both in the right. They've both done a huge injustice to them because brother-in-law is a psychopath. Absolutely, you need to tell your sister because she's literally married to a psychopath who targets, 100%. Like, does that on purpose, like orchestrates that whole thing to destroy someone's life. Like, that's not even a prank. That's just, you are literally destroying their life. Absolutely, your sister needs to be aware of that because, like, she shouldn't be with him. That's scary. Like, what will he do to her?
Yeah. Yeah, this is years in the making. Well, I mean, I guess not in the making.
It was
but like,
9 to 10 years later. He still had a grudge. That's messed up.
Yeah, they're almost 40 and they met at university. So like 20 years almost.
Right. That's so messed
Yeah.
up. This dude has something wrong with him.
Yeah.
Like, it was 10
He's
years.
an ego issue.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It was 10 years when his sister started to marry him, like started dating. It was 10 years after university. Now they've been together for 10 years. And then he still does this. Like, that's so messed up.
Yeah.
Like,
This one was wild.
If I was the husband, like, I would be so upset.
So
like,
upset.
I
yeah.
would, like, that's leading to, like, I could see someone going to physical violence for that.
Yeah.
Like, that's like, I want to hit you with my car or something. I don't know. Like, that would be so angry. Like, if someone did that to us and then I find out like a year or two later that someone manipulated my life like that,
just
I would have so much rage.
Because she rejected you.
Yeah.
Like, this is all because like years ago in university, she rejected you. And then she didn't remember who you were like 10 years later.
That's
Come
so
on,
pathetic.
buddy. Like, yeah, this just goes to show like.
You never truly know someone.
That too, but like we've had grudges in these stories in past episodes, but like
this is like an all-time grudge.
Insane. Like
People
it's such a small thing.
People can be psychotic.
Yeah. And it makes me think like how he treats his wife,
right?
like his kids.
Right.
They have 3 kids.
That's like, this dude is literally a psychopath. Like, what if
I think so too.
What if her sister does like slights him and like she disrespects him one day or something?
Yeah.
What would this guy do?
Yeah. This is nothing warrants this behavior, but especially the circumstances that they're in, like all for a rejection.
Can you charge him? Can you sue him? What legal ramifications do you have on this?
Probably.
I would try to charge him.
Yeah, honestly.
I feel like there's got to be something. You can't just destroy someone's life like that and not have consequences.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's the top comment?
Top comment. It wouldn't shock me if this guy found your sister and is dating her just to remain close to you. Feels too coincidental that he somehow popped back into your life and then got mad at you that you didn't remember him. OP replies, I feel so too. It makes it even worse.
Yeah, that's so true.
Oh my God, I didn't even think of that.
That's what I kind of thought.
Not the case.
I thought of that right away when it was. I thought of that right away when he said like he was dating my sister. I'm like, what? But then she was like, it was 10 years later. So then I was like, okay, maybe that is just a coincidence.
There's an update I didn't see. There's a whole new post.
Oh my God, yes.
I didn't read this. Okay, so that original one was posted 3 months ago, and the update is posted 28 days ago, so 2 months after.
Oh my God. Okay, let's go.
I am sorry that I have been gone for too long, and I am a bit overwhelmed by the support that you have given me here. Some of you are still asking about me. I don't know where to start. I have been in constant pain and stress about everything that happened, but my brother-in-law is now exposed to everyone about what he did to me. For those of you who think he is in love with me, he isn't. He very much hates my guts and has done since the day I rejected him. Hate is also a driving force and not only love. So for the stupid users that I would like to call losers, who made fun of me and said it's about me bragging about a man not being over me in 20 years, that's not it. If this is bragging, then you're actually very sick in the head. Unfortunately, I was sent these comments from a different sub about my updates. What a bunch of losers. I was in constant fear that my brother-in-law will be hurting my sister because of me, and I am not certain if he will. But that was the only reason I have been apathetic. He wasn't sure what the right step was with people like him. He has hidden his hatred so well for so long, so what more is he capable of? I didn't want my sister or her children to be the collateral damage. That's why I've been careful. I am sorry to disappoint you by not being the stronger bad bitch. I have other priorities. My sister and I finally talked. I love her and her children very much. She seemed just very hurt and questioning her entire marriage, and who can blame her? I tried the baby step approach. I wanted her to know that I was there for her, and I was honest with her about my worries about her and her children with a man like him. It worked for a while, and I was being hopeful, but something changed, and it probably had to do with her husband giving her an ultimatum. Divorce or cut your family off. She chose her marriage. It broke my parents and me, but I don't think we can do anything about it. It is her choice, even if we believed it was coerced. But maybe there's still a little chance that she knows him better than we do. There's a little hope that he is a better person towards his family. I am clinging to that hope. She wrote us telling us to forget she and her children existed and that they will take legal action if we ever tried to contact them. Brother-in-law deleted all his social media accounts and his friends apparently all wanting nothing to do with him. I have heard he is planning on leaving the city because everyone knows what he did now and he is having a hard time with it. He barely leaves the house and he has been shamed, even at work. My ex-husband and I are moving on with the divorce. I don't blame him for believing the rumors, but at the same time, I wish he knew me better like that than I thought he did. That I would never do such a thing and cheat on him. I am so sorry that he moved back from me and probably was hoping we could give it another chance, but I can't. He has apologized so many times and said so many times that he never truly believed the rumors, but I have started to think that our marriage wasn't strong enough to overcome a rumor. It is nobody's fault, but I thought our love was stronger than it actually was. I think we both thought that. I have started dating a new guy a few weeks before all this started, after over a year of me not being able to leave bed. He has seen all of this unfolding and he's very patient and supportive. I think I have a real shot at happiness now. At least he knows everything and is well prepared in case my brother-in-law isn't done with me yet. Thank you for all reading this and thank you again for being there for me. What?
I'm blown away.
Me too.
That's wild. Oh my God. I feel for her sister. That's insane. I'm happy that brother-in-law got the blowback that he deserved, but
I do feel for her sister because
I'm scared for her, honestly.
Yeah.
Like,
because she's being manipulated.
100%. She got 3 kids and stuff, and he's probably threatening her. Like, I'll divorce you. I'll get the kids. You'll never see the kids again.
Yeah. Who knows what he's saying to her?
You have to choose over your kids or your parents and your siblings. Like, you're going to choose your kids.
And what more can OP do? Like, that's such a tough situation because, like, she's just hurting herself.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, but like what more? You can't really do anything. She said they're going to take legal action if they keep contacting her.
Yeah, and that's their right. I would be trying to take legal action against him. I would see if there's anything that can be done. Lawyers, let us know if anything can be done in this situation. I feel like our relationship could withstand this.
I think so too.
Like if someone hit me up and was like, they have your nudes and here's the conversations and stuff, like I honestly wouldn't believe it. Because like I think we have access, like, I don't know. Would you believe it if it was vice versa?
I think if someone like came to me first without me speaking to you with a bunch of evidence, it's hard not to believe. But like after having a conversation with you, like I just know when you're lying. Like you don't lie. Like I know your demeanor and I know like, I just know the way we are.
Right.
And if you like denied, and like, I think I would believe you in the end.
Yeah, I would have a hard time even believing it's true to begin with.
I mean, I don't think you would ever cheat on me in a million years, but a lot of people think that about their partners.
No, for sure. No, I get that. I just mean like if someone came to me and they're like, here's the evidence, I would be just like, I feel like I'd be so suspicious that I wouldn't believe that it's true unless we have like grown apart. Because as things are right now, I wouldn't believe it. I'd be like, I literally have access to your phone all the time.
Yeah.
Like everything
not to like go through. We don't go through. No, we don't go through.
But like everything is so open. Yeah, everything's so open, so joined. Like if your phone is never hidden from me. I have the password. You have my password. Our phones are always like stacked on top. They're on the couch.
It's like each other's phones. Like we've said in the past, we just use the closest phone that's close to us. So we don't like hide anything. Like everything is open. We have each other's like fingerprints, face IDs, like
everything is unlocked for us to go through if we wanted to. Nothing is hidden. So I feel like our kind of relationship is so like meshed, like fingers together.
Yeah.
Like we're so meshed that like I don't think this could like fool me if somebody tried to do that, because I would be like, I know everything.
That's true. Yeah. It's difficult. I don't know.
So it depends on where the relationship was at. Because there has to be an area where you're like, well, I don't have
like what if?
Like what if?
Where was she that night? Maybe like I don't know.
Maybe their communication isn't on the level that we have, and everything isn't as intertwined. And maybe he doesn't have the password to her phone. Maybe she doesn't have the password to his phone.
Yeah.
Maybe they never use each other's phones.
Yeah.
That's where something could creep in there and be like, well, shit, like I can't.
You don't know.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know everything. Where like for me and us, I feel like we know everything. So I feel like there's no crack to kind of
I know.
get
We have
away
each other's
with.
location. Like we literally have everything.
Yeah. So
And it's not to keep tabs on each other. It's just that we have nothing to hide. And like, I don't know, we're just...
what is to keep tabs on each other?
Well...
because we have nothing to hide.
Yes, but I just mean like, we're not like looking at each other's location when we're not together to see like, oh, where is he going? Like,
No,
you know
no.
what I mean?
But it is to keep tabs on like...
I think for safety reasons,
Yeah.
for me at least.
Oh yeah, it's like, you know when I'm coming home, you know when I've left work, you know like
Yeah.
to start getting dinner ready if you're the one who's prepping dinner that night.
Yes.
Or like if you're out by yourself and like I'm just make sure your phone didn't get kidnapped, you didn't get kidnapped or something. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I have your location, like I have family location, I have my best friend's location.
Yeah.
Like it's not just you. It's not like control. It's more of like it's to keep tabs for safety.
I just mean when I meant like saying keeping tabs, I just meant
In a non-psychotic way.
yeah, not like in
Psycho.
an untrustworthy way.
Yeah. I mean it like, no, we do it to keep tabs on each other,
Yeah,
but
I guess.
in a good way, in a good tabs.
Yeah.
In a positive,
Healthy, positive
in
way.
a healthy, positive way.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm happy that brother-in-law wants to leave because everybody knows and everybody thinks he's despicable.
Yeah, and he should feel shame.
And husband also should feel shame for not trusting. But that's like the relationship didn't have that much. Like I guess she said their love wasn't that strong, which is kind of accurate.
I don't think he should feel shame for that because like I think it's hard. I could see where he's coming from.
Okay.
It's hard not to believe it.
I 100% can, but I just mean like it's happened. He's found out it wasn't true. He's going to feel ashamed. He got duped.
Yeah.
Not saying he was wrong for getting duped.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that he's probably regretful in his
Yeah,
position
definitely
because
is.
it turned out not to be true. And she was the one who tried to say that and he didn't listen.
Yep.
So obviously, now that the truth has been revealed, he's gonna feel ashamed.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's unavoidable. I would think.
Yeah, I agree. OP replies to so many comments. She's very active in the thread, but there's just like way too many for me to go through.
Well, we'll leave the thread linked on our bottom of our YouTube video if you guys want to go in and explore for more details.
Yeah. But yeah, that's an
feel for her.
unfortunate ending.
I feel for her. That's insane.
I feel for everybody but brother-in-law.
Homewrecker, in a different way.
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm glad we have an update though, so we're not like left wondering. But
I feel like that guy's gonna get. That's a karma situation. That guy's karma is gonna bite him in the butt.
hopefully,
I feel like he's the kind of person that does shitty things to shitty people, and eventually something shitty is
catch
going to
up to
happen to
him.
him. It's going to catch up to him.
hopefully, yeah. We can only hope that the world works that way.
That was an insane opener.
Yeah,
Oh my god. How do we move on from that?
we can.
I was gonna come in hot with like one of my best stories for this episode, but